participants. We are now approximately half the way through our Janaganit series. Let's take a brief look at what is Janaganit. What is this series? We are covering the basic concepts of mathematics for class 6, 7 and 8 in such a manner that you should be able to confidently do the problems of the next class. If you are in class 6, you should be able to confidently then go to class 7. If you are in class 7, you should be able to confidently go to class 8. And if you are in class 8 and you have gone through all these video programs, what is this program? I'll talk about in a minute. If you have gone through and participated in all these programs in this entire series, if you are in class 8, then you should be able to confidently handle the concepts of class 9. Why was Janaganit conceived? There is a survey of an organization which says that around 82% of school children in our country have lost the last 1 year because of COVID. They have not been able to go to school, and the kind of online education that they have received, that also has not helped for various reasons. Maybe they did not have a smartphone, maybe they had a smartphone or a tablet but the network was not good, maybe they had all these, but the form of the online education was not adequate. But for various reasons, the survey says that 82% of students have more or less lost the last year. What we are saying with Janaganit is that if you go through these programs, if you participate in these videos, not just today, not just when it is premiered, you can go back to YouTube and participate in each video step by step, systematically. What we are saying is that if you do that, you will be confident to attend and handle the mathematics when schools reopen, hopefully next year. So you will not lose this year. You will be able to confidently handle the next year. That is what we are trying to achieve here, and that is how these programs are designed. So I call this a program. So let me tell you what it is not. This is not a lecture. What we are doing here is not a video program to be watched. What we are doing here is a problem-solving workout which is reaching you through this video. It is a problem-solving workout, and therefore the problems which we are posing here are to be done by you yourself. If you have difficulty, then you can take the help later of a teacher or an elder sibling, but you have to do the problems yourself. That's important, because when you have solved the problem, then you are confident because you have solved the problem. And the program is designed to increase the confidence of every participant. Of course, we have two participants here with us in the studio. We have Gyan Jyoti and we have Nandita. But there are so many participants, hundreds, thousands of participants, who will be watching this video, and you must solve the problems yourself, which you can do with pencil paper if they are written, or you can do that with the things that you make. It is important that you solve the problems yourself. And if you have difficulty, you can take the help of an older friend or your teacher. But all the problems are meant to be solved by you yourself. Because when you have solved the problem, then you are confident. Somebody has not told you how to solve the problem. You have done it yourself. And when you have done it yourself, your confidence increases. And like this, we will become self-confident in handling the mathematics of the next year. So if you have found, and if you are finding these sessions useful and helpful to build up your confidence, please inform your friends that they too can watch the video and solve the problems themselves, because the materials that we are using are all materials that we have made ourselves. These can be made in any school, it can be made in any home, and when we solve the problems with things, with graph paper, with diagrams, with pencil and paper, with numerals, in all these languages, you will become stronger and stronger in mathematics. And therefore, today also we are going to begin with a problem. Are you ready? Today's subject is about factors and factorization. So what is a factor? What are factors? Let me tell you broadly and briefly what are factors. When you have two brackets that multiply each other, two brackets that multiply each other, each bracket is called a factor. If you have three brackets that multiply each other, then you have three factors. So now let us start out with the same problem. I'm going to write a multiplication, and you have to tell me what are the factors. Okay, so Nandita, can you tell me what are the factors?
5 and 9.
5 and 9. Okay, because you have added what is inside. You didn't need to add. You could have said the factors are 2 plus 3 and 4 plus 5. Okay. You will need your calculator for this session. So I have written this multiplication, 2 plus 3 in brackets into 4 plus 5 into brackets. Nandita, can you tell me what are the factors in this expression?
2 plus 3, which is 5, and 4 plus 5, which is 9.
Correct. What was there in the first bracket is the first factor, and this is the second factor. Now I'm going to write the next problem, which Gyan Jyoti, you have to look at and tell me. Three plus 4. Does this have factors?
No.
No. 3 plus 4 does not have factors because factors are not about addition. Factors are about multiplication. Okay, that's the second point to note. Again, Gyanjyoti. Does this have factors?
Yes.
What are the factors?
7, 12,
No, that is the answer. What are the factors of this?
3 into 4,
What is the first factor?
3 into 1,
No. Factor is not into. Factor is what is multiplied. Okay, that's just a question of language. You've understood it, but let's understand the language. This is an expression with two factors. The first factor is 3 and the second factor is 4. Okay, so now I'm giving you a problem. Write a different multiplication with different factors on your slate. Gyanjyoti, show me what you have written. Show us. Two into 6, and you have written 6 into 2. So what is the first factor for you, Gyanjyoti?
2,
And what is your first factor?
6.
6. Okay. But remember, I said you have factors when you have two brackets that are multiplying each other. But here you have no brackets. Okay. So now you have put brackets. I didn't ask you to put brackets. I just pointed out that you had not written brackets. You don't need to write brackets when you have single numbers. But you can imagine if you put brackets also, it will not change the problem. So I modify what I said earlier. You can also have factors without brackets. But if you have a bracket, what is in the bracket? Multiplying something else, that is known as a factor. All right? So now, are we ready for the next problem? I want you to look at this problem. Three into 4 plus 3 into 5. What are the factors here? Are there factors here? There are no brackets which are multiplying. There is an addition. So it looks like as if there are no factors. But are there factors here? Nandita?
The factors are 3, 4, and again 3 and 5.
The factors are 3, 4, and again 3 and 5. Answer is no. The expression has to be only a multiplication, completely a multiplication. And what are the things which multiply each other? Those are the factors. So can you convert this into a multiplication problem? Please convert this into a multiplication problem. Think how you can convert this into a multiplication problem. let's see, 3 into 4 into 3 plus 4 into 3 plus 5. You have said 3 into 9. 3 into 9 is, okay, do this on your calculator. Leave what is there in the slate and do this on your calculator. What answer do you get?
27.
What did you get, Yanjoti?
27.
You also got 27, right? Now, take what is there on your slate, Gyanjoti, and do that on your calculator. Just show the camera what is there in your slate first. Okay, keep it down. I'm going to write what you wrote in the slate. Do this on your calculator. What do you get?
56.
50?
6.
56, which is not 27, right? So this is not equal to this. Okay. This is in the form A into B plus A into C. So, do you know how to convert that into a multiplication problem? Supposing I have A into B plus A into C, can I write that as A into something in brackets? What is in the brackets?
B into C.
B into C. Supposing A is 3, B is 4, and here A is 3, right? B is 4, A is 3, and C is 5. What is A into B into C? Do in the calculator. What do you get?
60.
60, which is not 27. You know this is 27. So that is not correct. So how do we correct this? It is A into something of B and C, but not into. What do I need here?
Plus.
Plus. Plus. This is known as the distributive law. We'll have to go back to our session on algebra where we did this. A into B plus A into C is equal to A into B plus C. And today also in our session we will be revising some algebra. Okay. But remember this is a very important formula of algebra known as the distributive law. So now using this, how will I write this? This is equal to 3 into
4 plus 5.
4 plus 5. Correct. And 4 plus 5 is
9.
9. And 3 into 9 is
27.
27. Okay. So now what are the factors of this?
3.
3. That is the first factor. Second factor is
9.
9 or
4 plus
4 plus 5. So here factor is what is in the bracket, and the factor may be a sum. Factor may be a sum. You can add the sum if you want, but it may be that you cannot add the sum. Remember, what is in the bracket when the brackets multiply, that is known as the factor. Thank you.